Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got another marathon that we're gonna listen to, and over the weekend, last weekend, if you see this, today is the 4th. On the weekend, I actually had this idea, and I put it in the community, and I was like, hey, let's make it like a little bit different, you know, let's challenge us to come up with like music that I've literally never heard of, you know. And then a lot of people responded, and this was one of the responses that I got, and this is from a roundabout. This is pretty much music, yeah, that I've never even heard of, the bands, the anything, you know. Usually the marathons have something, you know, that I know of. So I already did a Blind Melon marathon, which was awesome. I didn't know Blind Melon, but literally only one song, so I let it go. I did it, and it was fantastic. It was really a lot of fun. But yeah, so this one is by Roundabout, and let's look at the list of songs. I mean, if you clicked on the video, you already know, but we're gonna do some basically, it says Deep Cuts Marathon Challenge, you know. So we're gonna do the first song is gonna be by Hurdy Gurdy, the band Hurdy Gurdy, and the song title is The Giant. And actually it's wrong here on Spotify, but Roundabout corrected it for me. Thank you in that email. And this is from their debut. It looks like it says okay, the year, I guess, I don't know, I guess it's 2002. I'm not sure, because he said there's 3 errors on Spotify, but I don't know if this is an error, so, but it doesn't really matter, you know. So moving on to the second song, we're gonna do Culpeper's Orchard, Mountain Music Part 1, from also what it looks like a debut, 2010. So maybe we are in the right, you know, decade. Then the third one, that is a correction here. Track 3 is actually by Post Rainbow Band, because here it says Rainbow Band, but it's actually by a group called Midnight Sun, and this is called Talking, right? Talking, and for 2010. And then the fourth one is Burnin Red Ivanhoe, Rotating Irons, from Miley Smile Stage Recall, 2010. And the last track is from 1970, called Day of the Phoenix, the band. Tack is the song, White Open and Way. And it says here, it says 1967, but he says it is from 1970. So thank you so much, Roundabout, for, you know, clearing all that up. And, you know, let's get to the music. Let's see what we have here, you know. Like, I'm super intrigued. And we'll go in 1 second. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's give it up for Hurdy Gurdy, the Giant. Let's go.
Walked over mountains with a giant 8 feet tall, who taught tales of hidden wisdom that behind the see-through walls. Transparent gates with handles meant for you and me to reach. He said, don't build a boat till you are standing on the beach. Do you know where it is? He laughed at the same. Do you know where it is? He laughed at the same. The mind of a man.
Okay, yeah, definitely not. You know, like I guess they messed up on your entire list. I'm so sorry, but this is from 1972, and I was like, wow, they're really nailing that 70s sound. You know, but it's no, it's definitely not from 2002, 1972, recorded in 71. I'll just check before, it sometimes happens with these bands, but what a great sound, what a great, I'm really, it's crazy, this band is super unknown, 244 listeners only, but I like it. Let's go.
But they cannot feel when no one would move when they're down in a wheel. Do you know where it is? He laughs at his egg. Do you know where it is? He laughs at his egg. Do you know where it is? It's in the mind of a man. Excited by the wind that breaks the cold but turns the mill. The strongest trees climb to the top of the hill, and fading night gives itself away to purple spangled dawn. The dying give their energy to those being born. Do you know what it is? He laughs as he sang. Do you know what it is? He laughs as he sang. Do you know what it is? It's in the mind of a man.
Some crazy, really cool. Wow. I love the voice. I love the sound of the band. I love the guitar playing. Very aggressive. A lot of notes, a lot of tremolo there, and really cool bends. Very bluesy, very Hendrix. But also I love that. Harmonic minor, lick there. That was so tasty because it didn't really belong, but when he did it, that's like what Richie Blackmore was doing, like injecting classical music into like hard rock or, distorted. That's what they called Zeppelin, distorted blues. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to call it. This was great, but yeah, so it looks like the whole marathon is like 70s, and they got all the all the dates are wrong. Here as well, Culpeper's Orchard is also from 1970. So yeah, it's on Prague Archives. I found it. So yeah, my intro was kind of like, I guess, I Roundabout didn't know, I didn't know, so it is what it is. This is again, this is literally from the album that I'm looking at. It says this album came out in 1970. Let's see. 1970 has a great rating on Prague Archive. So this is from Denmark, Eclectic Prague. Let's go for it, man. Mountain Music Part 1. And then it looks like that the other band that called Midnight Sun is also from 1970. So like literally they got all the bands wrong. I guess they don't know. They just slap a date on it, I still haven't checked Burning Red Ivanhoe, but it also looks like a 70s band. So the whole thing is from the 1970s and they're slapping wrong dates on there. So let's see. Burnin. Ivanhoe. What's the song? No, wide. Maybe this one is a little bit newer. Let's see. No, it's also 1970. Yeah. Crazy. Well, at the end, it doesn't matter. That's why they're deep cuts. They're so unknown or so deep that, I guess they exist. And then I don't know how it works, to put your music on Spotify, but I guess the information was not correct, or I don't know, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go. Let's give it up for this band from Denmark here. Let's see. This is insane. Like, first we got this really cool, like, because I was like, I want to learn this riff, like, like something like that. I don't know. And then I can't play in this like position, but I'm trying. And then like this whole the entire like rhythm changed, and now it's like danger, like they literally like almost like Metallica. Like how did it go?
From my
there it goes. It's not in tune. Yeah, very cool, man. Very, very, very proggy for that time, you know. But it almost sounds like some like I don't know, like literally like thrash, but before thrash was even invented. Really cool. Okay, let's go back. But so far, there's a lot of stuff going on. I really love it. Really cool. So good.
All is free, our bodies know. Shut the door.
Wow, what a great freaking band. Amazing. Like, let's see. The guitar work, the riffs, everything was so good. Oh my god. Let's see. Mountain Music Part 1. Yeah, the reviews on this are crazy. Everybody's loving this album. The reviewers, like on Prog Archives. It says this is arguably one of the top 10 70s European non-British albums. Yeah, I'm super happy that it's on Spotify. I'm gonna listen to this entire thing. And 16 songs. 16 songs. Crazy. Yeah, it had so many good riffs, like different, little licks in there. Great solo, just great, man. Great music. All right, so this one is like Roundabout said, Midnight Sun, called let's see, is this Talking? Okay, so Talking, and also the cover art is by Roger Dean, and he's like, hey Alexia, because she met Roger Dean. I mean, I met him too, but I'm not in the video. So very sweet guy, and just great introduction to Yes when we went to see Yes, and he's the real deal. He talked about everything, and then we got to see Yes, and it's just like, I mean, it's only Steve Howe, and company. He's the only original member, but I mean, it still sounded amazing. They played, it was amazing. But yeah, I know a lot of people don't see it as Yes anymore, but what can you do? All right, so here we go. Ooh, nice, very jazzy. I love the jazzy vibe that it has. Dum dum doo 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 doo. And then that solo. I love this lick. Like it's even I use that very often. That it's such a simple. But I use it more like. Like he was doing that, so cool. I don't know that riff that's gone on right here. Wow. Let's see. Oh man. It says the Midnight Sun Colorado Springs band? No. Really? I mean, that's literally like 30 minutes from here. Dum dum do 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 bum 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 bum. It had like these two legs playing. Let's see. I hope I have the right one. Midnight Sun. No, that's a website. Well, there's no information about this band. It's so good though. I mean, and it says here on Spotify that this is supposedly Rainbow, but this is just like Roundabout said. This is after, post Rainbow Band. I don't even know Rainbow Band. You know, I only know the band Rainbow, which is after. It's a band that Richie Blackmore was in, you know? I don't know. It's so good. I mean, all this music is fantastic. Now this one here as well, Burning Red Ivanhoe. This is also from the 70s. Rotating Irons. Let's go for it, man. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Rotating Irons. Let's see. Here they played 1970. Yep. 6 minutes and 11 seconds. Man, all this stuff is so good. Like this was obviously a lot more jazzier. You know, it sounded very fusiony. Very good vocals, the solo, all these solos so far, all the solos that these guys are taking are amazing. Just like very, very good. And they're hidden gems, you know. I love that because this is what it's called, you know. We're listening to hidden gems. Take notes, you know. There's this really awesome blog that if you want the information, please email me, where you can find a lot of music that's out of print that you can't find in stores anymore. And there's this website that I use, and I literally only, if I can buy it, I would buy it, but these are out of print CDs, and they're on this website, and it's mostly fusion and prog and stuff that unfortunately doesn't, you know, is not being sold anymore. 60s psychedelic rock and you can download it directly. I mean, it's pretty much, I mean, it's very simple. If you're looking for something like an album that you can find and it's just not on Amazon, and if it's on Amazon, it's $200. Look for it on, type it in and then add the word blog to it, and then you'll pretty much find it on a blog of these, these people, they upload the music to blogs and they talk about the music and they add a link and then you can maybe you can find your music, that's out of print. So that's how I do it. But if something is still on sale and is at a reasonable price, like $20, $25, I'll buy it. But I mean, I can't spend $200 on a CD, I have to go and I have to download it. And because I'm not for downloading. I'm not for piracy at all. If you please help the artist, but if someone is selling it used for $200, then don't. I wouldn't recommend it. It's just like, it's too much. That is too much, for a CD. Okay. So the last song is very, very short. I'm sorry. No, we're still gonna listen to Rotating Irons. But then the last song, the Tic Tac, is just 1 minute. But here we go with Rotating Irons. Here we go. Wow. that solo, the whole song, I love the harmonica, you know. I was like thinking a little bit, you know, but it's not the same style, you know, like Blues Travelers. Obviously, that's a whole different level of virtuosity on the harmonica. But what I loved about the solo, it was improvised. You could hear that it was improvised, but I loved that he was playing really like notes that were not predictable at all, you know. He was playing like these notes, and then he would go into like, he would play a note that was, I was like, wow, every time he would surprise me. He did it like 5 times. He was taking a lot of risks, because he could have like messed it up badly, you know, just you know, play the wrong note there, you know, but he kind of like went into like, I don't know how to explain it. Someone asked me, how would you notice that it's improvised? You just know, you know, you just know. And how would you know the difference of a solo, if it's improvised or if it's played like, because he plays it the same way every time? You just hear it, you know. This was obviously improvised, and he was taking a lot of risks, because yes, sometimes there were notes very surprising, but there were some notes in there that were not, you know, meant to be. They were still in the realm of, he's not playing out of tune, but he's like very close, you know, like almost like playing outside, but without the chords, you know. I don't know if I make any sense, but I'm sure you guys know. If you're a guitar player, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the last one. Very short. Let's see what it's about. This is from Day of the Phoenix, Tic Tac, and this is also from 1970. So I should just call it, you know, 70s deep cuts. You know, that's what we should call this marathon. All right, here we go.
Tic tac, time was on my mind. Thick black shadows in my room. Your freedom is in your mind, waiting there very near. If you call it, freedom is in your mind, flowing slow. If you know how to call it, call it, call it. Time flows from your mind. Call it, shadows light your room. The freedom is in your mind, waiting there very near. If you call it, freedom is in your mind, flowing slow. If you know how to call it.
Oh, very nice. Very, very short. But yeah, there we have it, you know, deep cuts galore from the 70s. I enjoyed them very, very much. Like all of these, like, you know, I still will call it a song. The last one, it was just maybe like an outro of like the last track or something. Like, let's look it up. Yeah, it's actually the last track on the album. And all the tracks are like 12 minutes long. But yeah, these 4 tracks, you know, like the giant and then the mountain music, talking and rotating irons, are just very, very cool. Very, you know, rock. There was some prog, there was some fusion, but all the solos were super cool. Super, I loved just the sounds of the guitars, their licks, you know, very Hendrix inspired, the whole thing. Like, I guess Hendrix had a specific sound, you know, and I'm not like a big Hendrix connoisseur, and I know a lot of people have asked me why. It's not my generation, you know, like, I didn't have, you know, I had like one Hendrix album, and which I think was, I don't even know, like the best of or something. And yeah, of course I would listen to it, but you know, I was just listening to other guitar players, and like I was listening to Paul Gilbert and Ingrid Malmsteen and Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, and and all these players, all the hero of these players is Hendrix, you know, of course, and Wes Montgomery and Alan Holdsworth and stuff like that, you know, Aldi Meola and John McLaughlin and stuff like that. But those are more jazz fusion players. But rock players, I don't know, you know, Clapton and JJ Cale, and you know, but it's just like, it's so weird because it's like telling someone, like a kid that's right now becoming a guitar player, obviously he's gonna listen to, yeah, I mean, I don't know, you know, I just didn't have the opportunity to own everything, you know, like every album, and the people that I would, you know, the people that I would hang out with and play guitar and get together and study and stuff like that, they were listening to other players, you know, just also newer players, you know, or bands like my Metallica or Iron Maiden. So that's why I get, sometimes people are like, how do you not listen to Hendrix, you know, with all those guitars in the back? It's just like, it's a generational thing. It's not because I don't think he's amazing. He is, you know. But there's all these other guitar players who just like came afterwards, and they were just like insane, you know, what they do on the guitar. And now there's even guitar players that are even crazier than the ones that I listen to, you know. So it's just like the guitar is advancing at a very crazy pace, and people, like kids, are doing stuff on the guitar that I never thought was possible, you know. So I guess that's just how it goes. Thank you so much again, Roundabout, for this amazing marathon. Great experience. This was exactly what I was looking for something that I didn't know what I was getting into. That's why we got all the years mixed up, you know, because I thought, yeah, maybe, you know. But that's just the thing about Spotify. With stuff that's not so popular, they usually get it wrong. And even with stuff that's popular. So whatever, you know. But hey, thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed it. I hope to see you all in the next one.